Welcome back to the PNG Football Stadium here in Port Moresby in Papua New Guinea. Half-time in the opening match in Group C between France and the USA. And goalless at the end of the first 45 minutes. Delphine Cascarino there, one of the bright lights in that first 45 minutes. And I think as the day goes on here, we're seeing more and more fans turn up within the stadium itself. USA, the second team out. France have been out there for a short while now. And there's more sweet. And we got right back for France today. USA having a team huddle. A defiant glare there from the French when they saw the USA do that. It's USA in white, France in blue. The USA then kicking from left to right in this second half in white. No changes made by either coach at half-time. They were straight away pushing France on the front foot here, and Ali Jean defending for the USA. Certainly Delphine Cascarino proving a tricky, slippery customer. Gatra to the France captain, Théo Graboval. Two teams who have met twice previously at the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup, each time in the group stages. And the USA winning both of them, in fact. 2006 in Moscow, 2008 in Chile. And Garbino with the volley. That header from Otto certainly came down at a nice, comfortable, inviting height for a volley. And those two previous meetings back in Moscow 10 years ago, the USA edging it. Just one goal in off that day, Jessica Rosted. More comprehensive some 2 years later in the group opener. Sydney Leroux, who's gone on to great fame with the senior team. Scoring twice there, the first from Alex Morgan. Here's Ashley Sanchez. Only 17, she's seen as one of the very bright upcoming starlets within USA football. Of five who will actually be eligible to play at the next edition of this event, which will be held in France in 2018. Jean couldn't deal with it, so Garbino now for France. There's Matteo in the centre. Aston just checking for the presence of Karshawi. To set up at the moment, it does look as if perhaps Garbino is going to push up a little bit more in this second period. And Matteo tends to drop off a little bit more in this second half. All eyes on France and the USA here in Papua New Guinea today. Full-time former winners. It's one of the 4 European sides who've qualified to play in this tournament. And with the Spain, Sweden and Germany. It's Ogle To Jean. Here's Sissoko. Pugh. Now Roberts. It's found its way through for Sanchez, but the flag is up. Sanchez, who got 3 goals, 5 assists in qualification. I know they love assist stats in North America. It's a correct call again from today's officials. Garbino chasing, pursued by Otto. Looking for Karshawi, away by Real. Greboval. Garbino. Delphine Cascarino, she's already shown that she's got a bit of a magic wand with that right foot of hers, and here again she's teasing and tormenting. A little flick round and then the cross. Escaping the attentions of Courtney Peterson. That's Sissoko presenting it to Sanchez. Gaora. Gatra. Shawi. Real mopping up. This is Jessie Scarpa. Well, a pretty heavy collision there with Estelle Cascarino, which has left the Frenchwoman lying on the ground here and maybe in need of a little bit of treatment. It's the fact that France put the ball out of play. You could almost feel the shock waves there when that collision was made. Straight away an opportunity for the young women to come across and grab a bit of water while the physios do their thing. We're saying about the players who would be eligible to play in a couple of years' time. Well, the USA, Ashley Sanchez and Mallory Pugh even, she's still only 18. A mix of Heinsohn, Fox, DeMello, who are on their bench today, will also be eligible. So the ball has gone out far side. That's where we will resume. Estelle Cascarino looking okay to come on again momentarily. As she gets the signal, and now she comes on. Take her place in the heart of that French backline. Ogle, Scarpa, now by Estelle Cascarino.
Hey, hold there. Hey, Taylor, let's send it. Hey, Augie. Hey, stay there. Overload left side, Parker. Overload, Parker.
USA getting lots of instructions here, and the enthusiasm of the coaching staff is just being tempered a little. Taylor Otto with a long diagonal. Here's Garbino to Karshawi. Matteo is the player just up ahead of it. Greboval. Karshawi, and now Garbino with a sweet turn. And as we see so often, that moment of individual excellence can create an opportunity for a team. What a super spin that was by Garbino. Just there. Coming up to 10 minutes into the second half. Stolen by Greboval, France's captain. Garbino. And Greboval. I think Cascarino can keep this one alive. Supported by Gaoro if she wants it. More sweet. In goes Shawi, but safely held by Casey Murphy. What a treat for the defenders to have a good commanding goalkeeper like that. Flag had gone up. You see, just coming back from an offside position. Matteo. France managed a 100% record in group stages 2 years ago. Can they shut out the USA here? Ashley Sanchez has won the corner in the end of Karshawi. He's on the ball all the way there with Ashley Sanchez. So a corner that will be taken by Mallory Pugh, the USA captain. Interestingly, they've put Real right in front of Len Chavas to try and obstruct the view partially. Well, they've worked on that. And on another day, Taylor Otto might have been able to smash it home. Well, you certainly expect contact in the penalty area, and the referee would want to see something far worse than that before giving a penalty. Is Sissoko to Monsuy for France. Delphine Cascarino, a little toe poke to open up the space, and now she can gallop free. It's a terrific run. Oh, and what a block that was! With Matteo thinking she got the opener, Elliston steps in and blocks. Garbino this time. Oh, the goalkeeper's tipped it away for the corner. Well, Matteo within a whisker here. All the hard work done by the French winger Delphine Cascarino. Around a couple of players, an excellent cutback, and Elliston it was who got herself in between ball and goal before the follow-up shot from Garbino. Murphy giving France the chance from this corner then. Gatra. Neither Gatra nor Guerrero typically go forward too much. Again, that lovely turn away by Garbino. That's twice she's produced a little spin like that. And it's outwitted the USA on both occasions. To say that Gilles Lequin would be very happy with this French display so far. Well, Garbino capturing some imagination, translating it into a goal-scoring opportunity. Still Cascarino in strong. Can be real with the experience. Peterson is pushed out very wide on the US left now. Sanchez down this near touchline. Oh, lovely spin. And that's the quality of Mallory Pugh. Now they've got three forward here. Mallory Pugh going it alone. That's not finding what she was looking for at the crucial moment. That's a super turn. She's away from Sissoko. She's got the pace. Estelle Cascarino coming across to cover, but Pugh's shot. In years to come, I'm sure coaching staff will tell her that when she gets into that position, at least test the goalkeeper. Oh, Scarpa foot up. Not maliciously, I hasten to add, but Estelle Cascarino, who's been in the wars a little bit already today. Pressure in numbers there from the USA. Gatra just tapping at the heels of Pugh. Nice idea to play in Scarpa that time. She's frustrated with herself because she sets such high standards. USA are going to make a change imminently. Savannah De Mello is wearing number 7 and on the halfway line. Here's Karshawi. Foul by Sanchez. Well, she was always beaten there for pace. It was a valiant effort to try and reach it. Savannah De Mello will just hold back for the time being while France take this free kick. Greboval will take it. That's Matteo's header.
Graham now. Okay,
USA want to make their change now, and Parker Roberts, who's withdrawn here. A warm round of applause for Parker Roberts for her efforts. Savannah De Mello coming on, 18 years of age. One of those who I mentioned would actually be able to play in France in a couple of years' time. Some lightning across the mountains on the far side as we look out from the stadium here, but the weather today seems much more congenial. Always hot, always humid, mind, and that's a factor for the players out there today. 3 matches in a week. And fine-tuned their physical fitness to optimum levels. Glanced on by Matteo. This is Monsuit. And no holds barred clearance from Taylor Otto. And the problem here for Courtney Peterson. And again, the players being summoned to come and take on some water. Eminently sensible, I would say, in these conditions for players. It looks as if that could even be a case of cramp. Certainly the heat and humidity are going to play a significant factor here. Here's this wonderful break by Delphine Cascarino, and that super block by Elliston to thwart Matteo. I don't know that Casey Murphy could have done anything about that, but Maddie Elliston was there. Courtney Peterson able to resume, which is good to see.
No cross! No cross!
Garbino to dig it out. Matteo has support, edge of the area with Gaoro. Greboval fancies a go. Gatra, Gaoro, Greboval. Roger is going to come on for France in just a moment. And number 9. Next break of play, Marie-Charlotte Roger will be on. toe to reel. Midway point roughly of this second half, and still goalless between France and the USA. Here comes the change then. Mael Garbino is to be replaced at this point. Bearing in mind the contribution she's made, I don't know whether this is maybe to protect her and avoid getting some sort of an injury, but it might be purely tactical. But Marie-Charlotte Leger is on here for the last quarter or so of this match. Here's Greboval. And Karshawi. Once again, when she's allowed to go around the outside like that, that's when she's at her most dangerous. Very strong left foot. Always a natural instinct to go on the outside. Sanchez missed the tackle. Michelle French there, maybe just pondering what other tactical options she can introduce here to mix it up a little bit. You'd have to say that a draw at this stage would be a decent result for both these teams. Ghana, New Zealand to come. But what a fillip it would be if either of them can get the victory in the full 3 points. Ghana, I mentioned 2 years ago, who got to 2 victories out of 3 and yet still didn't go through. It was a unique occasion when 3 teams all had 6 points, and the criteria here, the top 2 go through, and if teams are level, then it goes to goal difference firstly. It's not head-to-head straight away, it's goal difference. So goal difference, goals scored, before you start looking at the head-to-head records between the teams in the group stages. Now Pugh for the USA. Oh, Pugh turned and didn't look terribly comfortable when she did so then, but here comes Delphine Cascarino with another crowd-pleasing moment. I think she's certainly been one of the individual standouts today. Cristiano Ronaldo wears number 7 as well, and those are the sort of step-overs that made his name. Now Peterson. Oh, she's struggling, isn't she? And there are 1 or 2 out there who perhaps are really starting to feel the effects of the conditions here. And you add on the additional time, potentially there's another 20 minutes to play. I say without concern, they do have 2 substitutions still available. Now Gatrak. Karshawi just needed a slightly better touch, just bobbled up against her. Just hit the right forearm. Just there. Have to give credit to the people who've managed to get everything in place in time here today. The pitch is playing extremely well. And all around it is a very pleasing picture on the eye. Karshawi now. Ashley Sanchez. Certainly France looked a little bit stretched for a moment there. Danilo, who's taken up the central striking role to allow Mallory Pugh to just drop into a deeper area. And it's time for the players to take their cooling break. So roughly half an hour into each half, the chance for the players to just get refreshed. And we've seen how the weather is maybe sapping these young women along the way, so quite right they take on this water. The medical well-being is the absolute priority. You can see some of the supporters there in the stand with the media up behind in front of the other people there, and New Zealand, who will be on duty a little later on against Ghana. A couple of players in the New Zealand squad who were actively involved in the Olympic Games in Brazil this summer. Well, Delphine Cascarino and her twin sister Estelle just I don't think when they throw in the towel they quite mean that, but there we are. Nice to see the two sisters enjoying themselves here today, and you can see the readings being taken to make sure that nobody's being put in any jeopardy at all. So substitution.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official attendance for today's match is 2,033. Thank you for attending.
Well, the USA have made a change with Fox coming on in place of Peterson, who was struggling. Emily Fox, number 16 for the USA, has come on and gone to the left side of their midfield in place of Courtney Peterson. Leger challenging there for France, but Ellie Jean in the way for the USA. So there's confirmation of the substitution I mentioned for you for the USA. I don't think with the best will in the world Courtney Peterson would have stood on for another 20 minutes or so. There's Emily Fox. He's from Virginia. Mateo being closely guarded by De Mello. She's got to be careful she doesn't give a little pull or a tug here. De Mello, she's very anxious clearly about the presence of Mateo. Karshawi, tracked by Real, nice spin away by Karshawi. Back to Delphine Cascarino. And a little flick on the way through as well with Leger. Maybe having a touch as Delphine Cascarino once again showed her qualities. It was Leger. Third and final change for the USA. Jessie Scarpa replaced here by Ali Watt. And again, just changing the dynamic of this USA team. So Watt has now gone up through the middle along with De Mello. They've got Fox on the left, Sanchez on the right, Pugh in midfield along with Ogle. And here's Delphine Cascarino, that lovely burst of acceleration again. Certainly a contender for player of the match today. But the USA have other ideas, and the strident figure goes forward there before being halted. Ali Watt, the substitute. Two powerful people here in a one-on-one chase. Ali Watt matched by our Sissoko. Final touch off Watt. 10 minutes to go. Shawi and Leger almost in each other's way. Well, Shawi can take over now. Off Watt. Bounce ball. What a super game she's had. I think Cascarino. Leger. Monsuy. Understandably getting it to Delphine Cascarino at every opportunity. She has the beating of the USA defenders at the moment. Once again, you see how she pounces on any errors, and she's got the speed and the, not just the speed, but the awareness to go with it. France will bring on Valérie Gauvin before too long here. Leger won't reach it, and maybe that's the chance for France to make the change. So substitution here for France.
Hey, the ball clear!
It's
for
Matteo who's being withdrawn.
Substitution for Team France, player number 10. Clara Montel is being replaced by player number 18, Valérie Gauvin.
So Valérie Gauvin, another of the Montpellier contingent here, teammate of Karshawi. Hesitation. Referee didn't like the challenge there from Ali Watt. From Mylène Chalas. Awa Sissoko has shown so many strong points to her game today, but once or twice she's just hesitated in those defensive areas. Now Gouvin. Fresh legs, fresh mind.
Hey, we can't let that bounce.
And a French ball.
Watch the thrower, Sam. Sam, watch the thrower. Wait.
Well, we had so many goals in Papua New Guinea yesterday. A real treat to get so many, but today, so far, we're heading for what could potentially be the first goalless game of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup this year. Keenly contested. And that will just drift over Casey Murphy's goal. In terms of what they've got coming up, France, up for them will be Ghana next. That will be here, as indeed will the USA's next match against New Zealand. They do then switch for the last of the group matches. France will switch to Bava Park, another venue of around this sort of size, to face New Zealand in their closing group game. The USA to play Ghana just across to our right there at the Sejong Gai Stadium. Euro now. Delphine Cascarino. I'm not sure whether she meant that as a shot, but Casey Murphy was backpedaling to be sure. Just wary of either pulling a muscle or indeed that problem with cramp we saw earlier. And Murphy is still down as we speak. Is that ball drifting in? She might have landed slightly awkwardly, holding her calf muscle straight away. Well, that suggests to me it's maybe more to do with cramp, but the players again taking a break here to refresh themselves, but so far no goals here in Port Moresby in the PNG football stadium so far today. We've got Ghana, New Zealand to come a little bit later on. And by the end of the day, we will have seen all 16 teams. It wasn't there, it was the landing. You can see how she puts the left leg down first. And straight away goes to clasp her left calf muscle. Cascarino, one of the players you would inevitably pick out today. Garbino was another, as well as Karshawi, who's been particularly strong. In the USA, Mallory Pugh has had a couple of presentable chances. Charlotte Leger, the 20-year-olds in this France group. Karshawi's header. On the road to Grey-Boval. Gauvin trying to flick it on there, but so far Gauvin and Leger have had very little to work with. Half a chance there, maybe. Pugh kept it alive, away by Grey-Boval. Pugh again for the USA. That's Ogle. Fox beaten to it. Morsely read it well. Trap is available here. This is Estelle Cascarino for Karshawi. Always looking to attack her opponents, it's great to see. That's the check now because she's got a trio of white-shirted Americans around her. Grebeval, or Govin, spinning and going to ground. Nothing in that, no appeals either for that matter. Ensuite. Held up by Fox. Can either side snatch a winner in the closing moments of this match? Fox, and fresh legs, able to feed it forward and advanced on towards what's on the far side. Gatra, Gaoro. They've worked very solidly for their side today. Grebeval, Karshawi, another standout for France today. So 5 additional minutes at the end of this 90. And France on the attack with Sissoko, launching it long towards Leger. Pugh has had to adapt her positioning in this second period since the introduction of De Mello in particular. Karshawi. Neither side can afford to lose concentration now. They've worked so hard to get at least a point. Anything else now would be a huge disappointment for one as much as it would be a huge triumph for the other. Grebeval hitting long balls more and more, France, towards that front pair of Leger and Govin. Flicked by De Mello. Karshawi feeling the effect of that challenge just now, and France on the ball. Karshawi and Grebeval getting in each other's way. Looking a little bit weary, and understandably so. She's put in a really good stint here. Sanchez. Well, Pugh here can launch this one towards a clutch of players. They're going to throw Taylor Otto forward amongst others. Mallory Pugh with the USA free kick. 3rd minute of added time at the end of the match, but gathered in with effortless ease by Mylène Chavas. Mistake by France there to give it to Fox. And now Watt. Watt goes down. And the USA miss out on a chance to get a strike on Chavas's goal. And Watt's still down there. She is back on her feet, as you can see at the top of your picture, and running it off, whatever it was. to one half a dozen of the other, although there is a slight tug of the shirt there from Sissoko. On balance, you would say France with 60% officially of the possession today. Would be very unfortunate to lose it late on, but there was a little tug on that shirt of Watt. Cascarino finding Teo Rabeval, and now Karshawi. And towards Leger, who took it away from Govat. Flag's gone up anyway. Interesting that Gilles Guerme has tried out all his striking options really here today. Leger, the player offside. Well, after an absolute deluge of goals on day one here in Papua New Guinea, the first match here in Group C ends as a stalemate, a goalless draw between France and the USA, both of whom have worked very hard to achieve a point out of today's proceedings. Delphine Cascarino, certainly one of the starlets on view today. Some dazzling individual skill from her. But in the end, it's a point apiece as they prepare to face the other two opponents in Group C, who are Ghana and New Zealand. Changes made by both teams as the match went on. The likes of Savannah de Mello coming on, and the effects of the heat and humidity taking their toll on the likes of Courtney Peterson for the USA. We saw some flashes of brilliance from the likes of Maël Garbino, and certainly from Karshawi, who was physically strong and powerful down the France left-hand side. But in the end, it's a point apiece. No goals in the first game. Ghana, New Zealand to come. Final score from the Papua New Guinea Football Stadium. It's finished France 0, the USA 0. And here the full-time statistics, 60% of the possession into France. And in terms of the shots they had, well, France dominating in that statistic, as indeed in the one on target too. Just the one effort from the USA, on target from Mallory Pugh in that first half. Disappointing for them perhaps not to